What do you call someone that works on a farm? Do you call them a farmer? Do you call them a ranch hand? A while back, I caught a ton of flack on social media because I referred to my employee as a hired hand. I was videotaping him as he got stuck with the sprayer tractor. As I was sitting in the cab of the tractor that was pulling him out and he was fumbling with the chains in the rain, I was sitting there on live Twitter just laughing at him. But that's not what people got upset about. What they got upset about was that I called him my hired hand. And this really took me back because I never found that offensive before. In fact, when I graduated college and went back to work for my dad, I referred to myself as a hired hand. I even remember going into the bank to get my first loan and they put down your occupation there. I said hired hand and they wanted me to describe it. I'm like, well, there really is no description to it. I mean, I could be doing hogs one day, I could be doing crops the next day. It did bother me though, because I caught so much flack for it. So I actually went out to the shed and I talked to my hired hand, Dan. And I said, hey, Dan, old buddy, old pal, have I ever offended you by calling you a hired hand? And the look that Dan gave me was one that I'll never forget, because he looked at me like I asked him to wear a jumpsuit full of unicorns to work every day. It was the most awkward moment that we've ever had to date. It was a moment that really should never be shared between two guys, two people that work on a farm, nobody. It was awkward. But yet I had that discussion and found out that no, Dan did not find the word hired hand offensive. Now there's a lot of farms out there that have hired hands that have become part of the family. I mean, my dad had Bob work for him for 20 years. I mean, I grew up with him. He taught me a lot about farming. He taught me a lot about things that my parents probably didn't know about either. I mean, that's generally the case. A lot of times the farm kids grow up working with the hired hands. One of my favorite stories about Bob was when my sister brought home 3 friends from college. And Bob went out and he found some baby mice. And he put them in his hands and he brought them over to him and he told them that they were baby pigs. And their reaction was, oh, they're so cute. They're so sweet. Look at them, how they wiggle around and everything. And then he just went on, he continued to mess with them. He told them that they were born in a pouch. The sow was like a kangaroo, like a marsupial. So somewhere out there are 3 girls yet today that think that hogs are marsupials. Thanks to Bob. So on my farm, if my hired hand Dan wants to be called anything else, that's fine. I mean, to me, he's a farmer because he has skin in the game. He's truly upset when something goes wrong. If we break up and we need a part, he's the first person on the phone trying to find it in the cheapest place. He's invested because he knows that my farm is directly connected to his job. I think a lot of hired hands out there are like that, especially ones that have been with the families for a long time. They are an integral part of the farm and they're valuable. And a good hired hand will become part of your family. Now, if you've got a story of a hired hand that has become part of your family, I would love to hear about it. So shoot me an email at sharkfarmer.com. And for more videos like this, go to agriculture.com/TV.
Hi, I'm Dave Mowitz. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, hit subscribe right here if you haven't already, and click that little bell right here to be notified when we post a new video. And click here to see more great videos.